So now I will talk about Bluetooth. What is Bluetooth? Bluetooth is a short-range radio wave system for connectionless data transfer between both digital devices. Data transfers such as photos, music, files, contact phones, GPS location, etc. This technology is carried out by the Bluetooth Special Interest Group, which is made up of different companies such as Microsoft, IBM, Ericsson, etc. This technology specializes in short-distance data transfer, easy connection setup, and low power consumption. The working frequency is an ISM band with a frequency of 2.4 GHz. The connection is generated between a master and the slaves, forming a network known as Piconet. Piconet is a name of the Bluetooth network. Devices that use Bluetooth. Bluetooth is used in cell phones, headphones, MP3 players, computer stereos, laptops, GPS units, and car radios. Almost a Bluetooth device can connect with another Bluetooth device to exchange information. Devices that require the less consumption possible. Bluetooth protocols. Bluetooth is defined as a layer architecture protocol that is made up of core protocols, cable replacement protocols, telephony control protocols, and adopt protocols. In this picture, we can see the different protocols has Bluetooth. The first three make up the Bluetooth core. The most important protocols used in Bluetooth, LMP, is the link control protocol used for establishing and controlling the radio link between two devices. L2CIP, it works to connect two digital devices that use different protocols at higher level. SDP, it allows a device to discover service offered by other devices and their associated parameters. The latest Bluetooth version. Bluetooth 5.2 is the latest version that was released in early 2020 and features improvement in wireless communication protocols. Bluetooth 5.2 brings three new improvement protocols. EITT, this allows an improvement in the use of devices where there are several applications using Bluetooth at the same time and doesn't cause interruption when used simultaneously. LE Power Control, optimize power consumption, reduce signal cuts between devices, and reduce interference with other signals. LE Asynchronous channels. This feature allows time-limit data communication to one or more devices.
What is Zigbee? Zigbee is a worldwide standard for low-power, self-healing mesh networks offering a complete and interoperable IoT solution for home and building automation. Zigbee networks can support hundreds of nodes and have enhanced security features. Zigbee is an IEEE 802.15.4 based specification for a suite of high-level communication protocols used to create personal area networks with small, low-power digital radios, such as for home automation, medical device data collection, and other low-power, low-bandwidth needs, designed for small-scale projects which need wireless connection. IEEE 802.50.4 is a technical standard which defines the operation of low-rate wireless personal area networks. Zigbee history. Zigbee-style self-organizing ad hoc digital radio networks were conceived in the 1990s. The IEEE 802.15.4 2003 Zigbee specification was ratified on December 14, 2004. The Zigbee Alliance announced the availability of specification 1.0 on June 13, 2005, known as the Zigbee 2004 specification. In September 2006, the Zigbee 2006 specification was announced obsoleting the 2004 stack. Zigbee Pro, also known as Zigbee 2007, was finalized in 2007. A Zigbee Pro device may join and operate on a legacy Zigbee network and vice versa. Zigbee Alliance. Established in 2002, the Zigbee Alliance is a group of companies that maintain and publish the Zigbee standard. The name Zigbee is a registered trademark of this group and is not a single technical standard. The organization publishes application profiles that allow multiple OEM vendors to create interoperable products. The relationship between IEEE 802.50.4 and Zigbee is similar to that between IEEE 802.11 and the Wi-Fi Alliance. Recently, Amazon joined this alliance. Zigbee devices are of three kinds. The first kind is a Zigbee coordinator. The coordinator forms the root of the network tree and might write to the other networks. There is precisely one Zigbee coordinator in each network since it is the device that started the network originally. The Zigbee Lightning Line specification also allows operation without a Zigbee coordinator, making it more usable for off-the-shelf home products. It stores information about the networks, including acting as a truth center and repository for security case. Zigbee router, as well as running an application function, a router can act as an intermediate router, passing data from other devices. Zigbee end device. Concept uses enough functionality to talk to the parent node. It cannot relay data from other devices. This relationship allows the node to be asleep a significant amount of the time, the given long battery life. A set requires the least amount of memory and thus can be less expensive to manufacture than a CR or CC. Zigbee functionality. Full functionality device, also known as an active node. It is capable of receiving messages in 802.50.4 format, thanks to the additional memory and the ability to compute. It can function as a Zigbee coordinator or router, or it can be used on network devices that interface with users. Reduced functionality device, also known as a passive node. It has limited capacity and functionality. In order to achieve low cost and great simplicity, basically they are the sensors actuators of the networks. A Zigbee node reduces its consumption thanks to the fact that it can remain asleep most of the time. When its use is required, the Zigbee node is able to wake up in a very short time to go back to sleep when it is no longer required. Network topology. Star topology. The coordinator is located in the center. Tree topology. The coordinator will be the root of the tree. Mesh topology. At least one of the nodes will have more than two connections. The most interesting topology, and one of the reasons why Zigbee seems to succeed, is the mesh topology. It allows that at a given moment none of the path fails and falls. It can continue the communication between all the other nodes because all the paths are remade. The management of the routes is the task of the coordinator. Zigbee protocols. In general, Zigbee protocols minimize radio uptime that avoid using power. In beacon networks, nodes need only be awake while the beacons are being transmitted. In addition to when they are assigned time to transmit. If there are no beacons, the consumption is asymmetric distributed in permanently active devices and others that are not only sporadically. In the image we can observe the protocol on which Zigbee is based. Zigbee protocol features include support for multiple networks topologies such as point-to-point, point-to-multipoint, and mesh networks. Low duty cycle provides long battery life, low latency, direct sequence spread spectrum of the 65,000 nodes per network, 128 bits encryption for secure data connections, hardware and software. While the hardware is simple, the device certification process involved a full validation of the cyclical level requirements. Other standards can compensate for certain problems, while Zigbee works on very narrow consumption and bandwidth margins for this reason, according to 802.15.4 radius pass ISO 17025 validation. Most manufacturers plan to integrate the radio and the microcontroller on a single chip, which allows creating more compact devices. The chip that we can observe in the images may cost between $5 and $8. Difference between Zigbee and Bluetooth. Application focus. In Zigbee, monitoring and control, Bluetooth cable replacement. System resources 4 kilobits, 32 kilobits, Bluetooth 215 kilobits. Battery life 100 and 1000 hours, Bluetooth 1 and 7 hours. Network sizes in Zigbee is unlimited and Bluetooth is 7. Bandwidth and 20 and 215 and Bluetooth 720. Transmission range in 1 and 100 meters and Bluetooth 1 and 10 meters. Success metrics in Zigbee, reliability, power cost, and Bluetooth cost convenience. Typical network wait time in Bluetooth 3 seconds and Zigbee 30 milliseconds. Thank you for watching this video.